All right, let's start this recording. All right, so let's get a little warm up going. Let's get that blood flowing. Then I'll go over the 6 exercises we got for power hour today. Let's get a boxer shuffle going, just kind of bouncing from heel to toe. Then we'll move to some jumping jacks, and then we'll move to some more targeted mobility exercises just to get warmed up. Got a good one today. Got a good one every day, I feel like, but I really am a fan of the exercises that we got going today, so I hope y'all feel the same way when we're all done. All right, guys, let's move to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Remember, if you want, you can keep it a little lower impact, step it out. Completely up to you. Be here for a couple more seconds. Then we will switch to some leg cradles or ankle knee pulls. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it all out. We'll move to some leg cradles now. So working on a little bit of balance here and hip mobility. Grab that ankle, knee, pull it up, squeeze that glute of the stance leg. Try to get as much external rotation, which essentially means I want to try to get my shin as close to parallel with the floor as possible. That's going to help stretch those outer hip and glute muscles a little more. So we're just alternating back and forth. We'll get about 5 to 8 on each side. Really like this one to stretch out those outer hip muscles while also engaging the stance leg. All right, one more on each side. And remember, if you need to, you can always be next to something to catch your balance. All right, now let's go quad pull to overhead reach. Remember, when you overhead reach, keep that belly tight, alternate legs, catch your balance first. And then make sure you got that core brace going on so that when you reach, you're just hyperextending your back. This will help stretch out a lot of that musculature on the front side of the body that tends to get really tight when we sit a lot. All right, let's go one more on each side. Perfect. Next, let's go inchworm to push up. Knees are straight. Come down all the way to the floor. Walk it out. Give me a push up down here. Walk your feet back in towards your hands. Try to get as far as you can with those knees staying straight. And then bend them to get yourself back up to standing. Turn around and go the other way. So we're getting that dynamic hamstring stretch going on. You should really feel those hamstrings getting tighter as we walk our feet back in towards our hands. Remember, really drive those hands into the floor. Kind of screw those hands in as you do your push-up. Let's do one more from wherever you're at right now. And then we'll just move to a quick lateral lunge to get those groin muscles woke. Or woken up, I should say. I guess it's proper English. All right, guys, shake it out. Last one. We're going to that lateral lunge, so make sure the toe is pointed forwards as you step out. Hinge those hips back. At the same time, I want you thumbs up towards the ceiling in a Y fashion. So it looks like that. You can kind of do them together, or you can hold the arms overhead. I want you to shoot for 8 on one side, 8 on the other. I'll give you some time to make sure you get those. Do your best to keep your elbows straight. Let me give you the side view here. I want to try to keep them as high as I can and not let them fall as I step out to the side. Make sure you're doing both sides. Give yourself a check every now and then to make sure that the toes of that stepping leg are directly pointed forwards. Whew. I got everything burning. Hopefully you're still working through those or you got them finished. If you got them finished, go ahead and grab a little sip of water. And then let's get into these, let's go over these quick 6 exercises and then we'll go ahead and get into it for our first round. Remember, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We're gonna be alternating strength, cardio, and core. First one is gonna be a mixture of strength and core. We're gonna do prisoner hold to start, so hand behind the ears. We're gonna go curtsy lunge, so stepping behind. When I come up, I'm going to oblique crunch. Okay, we're going 20 seconds on one side, then 20 seconds on the other. So all together, it's gonna look like that. You can try to flow and not do that tap if you wanna work on balance, but don't be afraid to give it the stability tap and then give me that oblique crunch. That's the first one. Then number 2 is gonna be a prone Superman. So that just means we're facing the floor. I want you, hardest version is gonna be extending the hips, and we're doing tricep extensions here. No weights or anything, just squeeze those triceps. Easier version is gonna be leaving the quads on the ground, the thighs on the ground, and then just doing the same movement. So it's a Superman with a tricep extension, essentially. Then we're popping back up for number 3. We've got a squat jack to overhead reach. So we're gonna hop out, we're gonna touch the floor. When we come up together, we're bringing our arms overhead. So that's the way that one looks. If you wanna make it lower impact, give me that, that just step out, touch, and then alternate sides. Number 4 is gonna be a single leg airplane to a plank walkout. So similar to the warm-up exercise, we're gonna go airplane. Notice my knee is relatively straight, working on that balance, grabbing the floor with my feet. Walk it out, walk it back in. Whether you wanna try to stay on that one leg or switch to the 2 when you're pushing yourself back up is completely up to you. Just make sure you're alternating legs on that. Then number 5 is gonna be a zigzag lateral hop. So we're zigging and zagging across our space, whatever you've got. If you've got a smaller space, you might only be doing 1 up, 1 back, which is completely fine. Try to cover as much space as you have available. Lower impact version is gonna be just a big step, like so. And then backwards. 6th and final one is another core exercise. We've got a plank body saw to a lateral toe tap. Sorry, y'all, had to get rid of a notification there. So we're at a low plank. Harder version is going to be to do your plank body saw, which is pushing away, and then a toe tap, come back up, push back, toe tap. Easier version is going to be from the knees. Don't cross your legs like I just did. And you're going to be in a higher plank for this modified version. You'll walk it out, you'll walk it back in, you'll give me the side toe tap. Walk out, walk back in, side knee tap, I should say. So you've got 2 options there, from the knees or from the feet. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going for this first one, which is our curtsy lunge to oblique crunch. In 3, 2, 1, go. Hands behind the ears, step it behind, then give me that oblique crunch. We're going same side for 20 seconds. Really do your best to squeeze those obliques, those side abdominal muscles as you go elbow, cross. Switch sides now. Remember, if you want to do a little stability tap, You can do that. If you want to challenge your balance, then you can try to flow right into each move. Time. All right, number 2, we're moving to the floor. We've got our Superman tricep extensions. 3, 2, 1. Look at the floor. Bring that chest up. Make a fist with your hands. And then I want you squeezing those triceps when you straighten those elbows. If you want to make it harder, keep those quads off the floor. If you want to make it slightly easier on the back side of the body, keep them down. Completely up to you. Either way, you're going to be really firing that whole posterior chain or all those muscles on the back side of the body, which never get enough love. 10 seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right, I'll work it back up to standing. Next, we got our squat jack to overhead reach. Remember, you can step out with this one too. So we're going to either step out or hop out and then overhead. And we're going now. So as you jump those feet out or step them out, squat down, tap the floor, then raise overhead. Try to keep your elbows straight. 45 seconds is a long time to be doing this one. So maybe you spend the first half doing the harder version, and then you can revert to this lower impact version to finish off. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo, that got the heart rate up. All right, now we're moving to our single leg airplane to plank walkout. Same, and we're gonna alternate here. 3, 2, 1, arms out. We're coming down for that kind of airplane single leg deadlift. We're walking it out. We can bring the feet together, walk it back in, then airplane on the other side. Woo. Give me that good core brace. So when you walk it out into that plank, I want you to make sure those hips aren't sagging. Squeeze the glutes. Keep your belly braced. And then drive those hands away from you to get you back up to standing. 3, 2, 1, time. Nice work, y'all. 4 down, 2 to go. Next, we got our cardio exercise. Zigzag lateral hops, lateral jumps, or lateral steps. 3, 2, 1, go. Use that space you've got. The faster you can hop and the more hops you can do, the better. Make sure you're thrusting yourself both forward and to the side. Notice I'm kind of driving my opposite arm with each step. That helps build power and lets me jump further. Stay with it. Almost there. You're doing great. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. All right. We got one more. I know you're breathing heavy. Don't worry, I am too. Control that breathing. We got our plank body saw going now. So if you're from the feet, we're going to drive back. We're going to toe tap. We're going to come forward. So the starting position is plank. Then we body saw it. Then we toe tap it. You can go from the knees too, where we're going to be up high. We're going to walk it out, walk it back in, and then do my side knee tap. Stay with it, y'all. You got this. 10 seconds to go. Woo, man. Both versions are hard. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. Woo, 1 down. We got 60 seconds to rest. Towel off if you got one, grab some water. Try to bring yourself back to baseline. That's big, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. We always want to aim to make that exhale longer than the inhale. That helps to really tie in our parasympathetic nervous system and let us kind of calm our breathing down. All right, 30 seconds to go. Y'all did great on that first round. Let's see it again on the second one. Remember, we're starting with that curtsy lunge to oblique crunch first. Same side for 20 seconds, then I'll tell you when to switch. We'll go the other way. So remember, we're here. You can always do the little tap to reset before you do your oblique crunch. 3, 2, 1. Pick a side to start with. Get as much of that side bend as you can with that oblique crunch. Really tie in those oblique muscles. Combo it with that curtsy lunge. Let's switch sides now. Well, that's the same side I was doing. Whoops. Stay with it, y'all. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that last one was ugly. Sorry about that. Can't always be perfect. All right, y'all. Prone Superman tricep extensions. Let's pop it down to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Go. Remember, squeeze those glutes. If you want to challenge yourself more, pull those thighs off the ground, those quads. You don't have to, though. You can always stay down and just focus on keeping your chest up. Look down towards the floor, and then give me that good tricep squeeze when you straighten those elbows. This one's all about engaging all those muscles on the back side of the body. 10 seconds to go. You gotta keep fighting, we're almost there. I know everything's burning. Time. Woo. All right, y'all, pop it back up to standing. We got our squat jack to overhead reach next. Remember, this is a long one. So if you need to, split it up with the jumps and the step outs. We're going now. So here's your kind of jumping version. Or you could always step it out to go a little easier on the knees and ankles. "20 seconds to go. Come on, y'all. I know everything's burning. You got this. Rest is near. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo, shake it out. Next, we got our single leg airplane. 2 plank walkout. Remember, we're alternating legs on the airplane. 3, 2, 1. So hinge, hands come towards the floor, walk yourself out. If you want to, you can put both feet down here, then walk yourself back in. Easier said than done, I know. Do your best though. Then hinge on the other side. Same thing. Give me that good plank positioning. Do your best to catch your breath. If you're like me, you're still breathing heavy. But these are good ones to try to slow your breathing down on. 3, 2, 1, time. Good job, y'all. That one's tough. All right, now we're moving to our zigzag lateral or side hops. So kind of diagonal hops. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, if you got a small space, just use what you got. Don't feel like you got to cover, you know, the entire room or whatever space you're on right now. Make sure you're pumping those arms too. That gets our whole body involved, builds up tension, and allows us to propel ourselves harder and faster. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo! All right, last one for the second round. We're down on the floor. We're doing our plank body saw to toe tap. 3, 2, 1, begin. So I'm starting elbow plank. I'm going to drive back. I'm going to toe tap real quick. Come back to the start. So it's pushing into our heels. Give me that side toe tap. And then pushing our heels away from us. And remember, we can go from the knees as well, where we're going to walk it out, walk it back in, and then do the side knee tap. Keep those glutes tight, no matter which version you're doing. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo! Nicely done. All right, y'all, pop up, walk it out, catch your breath. Y'all are doing fantastic. Getting a solid full body workout in. You don't even have to use any equipment. All right, y'all, we got 45 more seconds between round 2 and our last, third and final round. Give me everything you got here. If you've been doing a couple of the modified versions, try to take it up if you can. Remember, you can always drop back down to a modified version. Do what works best for you. But this is the last one, so I want you to challenge yourself as much as you can. Let's make the most of it. We got 6 minutes, and then we're done. All right, going in 10 seconds, starting from number 1, curtsy lunge to standing oblique crunch. 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, only sink that back leg down as far as is comfortable for you. And switch sides. Stay with it, y'all. Almost there. Last time doing this one, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. All right, now we're on the floor. We got our Superman tricep extensions. And 3, 2, 1, let's get to it. Remember, make a tight fist. That's going to help radiate that tension and allow you to get more back engagement, which is exactly what we're going for here. Trying to undo a lot of those effects of all the sitting we do. Stay with it, y'all. 10 seconds to go. I know everything's burning. Keep fighting. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. Man, that makes everything back there burn. Shake it all out. Work your way up to standing. We got our cardio exercise next. Squat jack to overhead reach. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, y'all, pace yourself if you need to. 45 seconds is a long time to be here. So find a good pace that works for you that you can continue to hold for the next 20 seconds. That's all you got left, 20 seconds. Last time doing these. If you're anything like me, we'll be happy when they're over. 10 seconds to go. Home stretch, 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. I don't know about y'all, but that one absolutely kills me. In a good way though. All right, y'all, next one, airplane to plank walkout. And we're going. So slow your breathing down here. Walk those hands out. Walk them back in. Give me that airplane on the other leg. Really grab that floor with your foot. Hinge those hips back. Work your hands down to the floor. Walk it out. Walk it back in. Really try to control that airplane when you go down. And we'll challenge the hamstrings more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. All right, that was number 4. We got 2 left. We got our zigzag lateral hops next, or lateral steps. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember, drive opposite elbow. So if I'm going to drive with my left leg, I want the right arm coming up, and vice versa. Stay with it. It's our last cardio exercise. 15 seconds to go. Do your best to stay moving. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. Nicely done. All right, last one. We're taking it out to the floor. Plank saw or plank body saw to side toe tap. Going now. So body saw it. Drive those heels down, away from you. Toe tap. Bring them towards you to complete on the other side. And remember that body saw makes things harder because it's increasing the length that we have to support of our body. So you can always just do a smaller little push away from you. And that demand won't be quite as great. Still hard. 3, 2, 1, time. Woo. Good job, y'all. Y'all did fantastic. All right. Let's slow our breathing down. Let's do a couple diaphragmatic breaths. Like I was talking about earlier. I want you to put that hand on your belly in through the nose. I don't want your belly coming up too much. And then exhale through the mouth. Let's do a couple more. One more. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Try to make it longer than the inhale. Excellent. All right, next, let's do a standing. Turn this off real quick. Standing hamstring stretch. Hinge down, reach for those toes. Relax that head. We'll just do a couple more. We'll do a glute stretch and then a chest stretch. And that'll be it. All right, y'all. Come up out of that. Ankle over, crossed over on the opposite thigh. Sit those hips back. Maybe you can pull it up more. You can apply some downward pressure on the knee of the crossed leg. That'll get more of that piriformis muscle that's deep in your hip, which is another one of those that gets really tight when we sit a lot and leads to back pain. So this is a good one to take with you any time of day, but especially after a tough workout like we just finished. All right, y'all come out of that one, switch sides. Remember, you can test your balance if you want, but you don't have to. Couple more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Come on out of it. Let's do a chest stretch. Clasp your hands behind your back. Push down. I know we did a good bit of kind of plank stuff on that one. And pushing ourselves up from the floor with that Superman and those plank walkouts, and then the plank body saws at the end. So really important that we stretch out everything that got tight, which are typically our shoulders and chest. All right, couple more seconds here, and then we'll do the patented Michael Phelps. Kind of let our arms kind of fling. So what I want you to do is forward fold, lift your hips, keep your hands clasped. When you get down as far as you can, just let your arms completely fly down, be dead weight. Let's shift our weight left to right a little bit. Just sway those arms back and forth. And then come on up, and that is it. Good job today, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That was a really tough one. Great workout.